And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers' offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching him as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off the spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the outside. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating more.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got his man downfield. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to keep it in the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tatum. And he motors. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds the tight end. Ball is loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires left. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There's the pressure. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
Hey, David, just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for room. It's Tatum. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the... They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wolf. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Let's go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Wolf. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Nicholson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give out of the gun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. It's as if you're in goal in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were
turning it on. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Touchdown Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Wolf. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline with just a few yards. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw time running short in the half. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
Hold on.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise that the O-line gets called for holding. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for space. It's Tatum. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his...
Kearney on the Jets. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. And off from the shotgun. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Look out, he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats in the run game.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick strike complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays.
Snagged in the end zone.
On the set. 42 Spiders.
Off play action on first down. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here's the handoff. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Couldn't find the lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Just what they'd hoped for on third. As they've got a first at the 32. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Breaks into the open.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Here we go.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
On the double.
Just inside the red zone. First and 10 from the 19.
Easy.
Motion from the back. Quick completion to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
On the ground with the counter. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The inside handoff. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.